Welcome back to my channel Be Optimistic. Today I'm here to let you guys know that how your speaking is being assessed, and in my previous video I've introduced you guys with the basics of the speaking and how you can do well in the speaking. And if you haven't watched that video, then you can get the link in description box. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel, like my videos and share with your friends as well. So let's dive into today's concept without wasting a precious time right now. Well, there are four factors that are taken into account while grading your speaking sample. First one is fluency and coherence. Later on I will discuss all these one by one in depth. Second one is pronunciation. Third one is lexical resource. And fourth and last one is grammar range and accuracy. Right? So these all four criterias are worth 25%, means these all four are equally important. You can't underestimate any one of these, right? So first of all, fluency and coherence. Well, fluency means your ability to speak clearly and without hesitation. And usually examiners are interested in testing whether you are able to express your ideas clearly and coherently. Coherent means organization of your ideas, means your ideas should be logically organized, and structuring of your content should be appropriate, right? And you can do well in fluency by using linking devices and talking without self-correction. Always try to avoid self-correction. We say so because sometimes examiner don't hear our mistake earlier, but when we self-correct that again, then he or she must able to identify our mistake. So avoid doing these kind of things, and avoid taking long pauses, because if you pause too often and take longer to give your answer, then you might be penalized. So try to be fluent while you're speaking. And in my previous video I also given you some tips to improve your fluency, and one of the biggest step is that keep practicing on daily basis at least for 15 to 20 minutes, and try to record your voice. Okay, so next one is pronunciation. Well, pronunciation skills are equally important. You must be able to stress right word in a sentence. Your pronunciation should be like this, that examiner shouldn't have to face any difficulty while understanding your speech. But it doesn't mean that you have to sound like a native English speaker. Instead of this, your ability to pronounce words correctly matters more, right? You should try to pronounce words appropriately, but don't try to be a native speaker. It can do rapid fire or say boomerang on you. And you don't have to worry about your accent, because it is not considered while grading your answers, because examiners are well aware that if you are not from English background, or if you are not English speaker, native speaker, then they don't consider it while grading your scores for IELTS speaking. But you should know that where to put a stress. Avoid including Punjabi touch in your speaking, right? Because I've heard many students, they face difficulty when they have to use a second form of a particular word, such as watched. They used to say it watched. They give more stress on ed, right? And like talk, some students pronounce it like talk, or the second form of this like talked, but they say talked. Avoid doing these kind of silly mistakes. Avoid bringing Punjabi touch in your tone, right? So in order to improve your pronunciation or make it more interesting for your listener, try to use intonations. Intonations means you should know that how to, where to put stress on a particular word. Well, I think that all the most of the students who studied in the English medium, they used to take part in storytelling competition or poem recitation. Meanwhile, they learn about this, that they have to put stress on the particular words. But if you are not able to do so, try to practice at your home with help of reading a newspaper, and always try to pronounce word accurately, as well as your sound pronunciation should be accurate as well as clear, right? So next criteria is lexical resource. Lexical resource means vocabulary, right? Examiner will try to assess how accurate and varied your vocabulary. So don't try to repeat the same words again and again. Try to bring variation with the help of some vocabulary, and you can show your range of vocabulary by using a range of word and paraphrasing, right? Paraphrasing, as we used to do in our writing, we used to change the structure of our structure of a sentence, or we used to use some synonyms, right? And second one is collocation. Maybe some of you haven't heard about it. Well, collocations means a combination of noun and adjective, or adverb, verb and adverb. I'll make a video on collocations as well soon, so stay connected. And lastly, you should try to use some less common vocabulary. It will definitely put a positive impact on your examiner. For example, instead of saying lack, we can use the word dearth or paucity, or instead of saying beneficial, we can say lucrative. So try to use these kind of words. It will definitely help to boost your scores in IELTS speaking. Okay. And our last criteria is grammar range and accuracy. Well, grammar range means a wide variety of grammatical structures. Accuracy means the grammar, the tenses that you are using while speaking should be correct, accurate, right? So as per this criteria, you have to give your answers in grammatically correct English, and failure to do so will result in a low band score. So must keep in your mind that you should be clear while using your grammar. Clear the rules and regulations of all tenses in your mind, and you should use a range of sentence structure as like passive sentences or conditional sentences, and try to use a range of grammar tenses, such as we have three main type of tenses, and then we have a kind of modas, should, could, can. So try to use a range so that examiner can come to know that you have a vast knowledge regarding this criteria as well. So you should use it appropriately. And your grammatical accuracy is another factor that examiner takes into account while grading your answer. So be very clear about this criteria. So lastly, I want to give you a tip. Actually, in my previous video I've also included some tips, but here I would like to let you guys know that try to speak naturally as much as you can. Don't try to mimic others. Don't try to follow the accent of others. It can put negative impact. Just try to pronounce the word appropriately and naturally, but make sure that your grammar and vocabulary should be appropriate and accurate. And note that in speaking module there is nothing right or wrong. You can give your answers in yes or no as per your knowledge, but you should have appropriate reason, and you should follow all the criteria while speaking that we have discussed today. And if your all answers are correct, you will definitely earn bench scores, but until you say them in good English. And I'll make video on idioms tomorrow. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. That's all for today. Stay tuned. Bye bye.